Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going for a slight change of pace with a DCS training flight, right? A flight simulator. Now the mission is quite simple in theory. We've got to scramble from the carrier as fast as we can. We've got to destroy a few air targets. We've got to drop some bombs on some ground targets. We might mid-air refuel. And then we've got to land back on the carrier. Now, I don't know if I'll get to do all of it because I'm up against the clock and I have 30 minutes. Which is really pushing it, so I'm going to have to whiz through as much as I possibly can. I will try and explain what I'm doing while I'm doing it. I might make some mistakes because I'm not really focusing properly. Wish me luck. So, let's spawn in our F-18 on the carrier deck. Let's turn off cheat mode. Excellent. Right, let's get booted up. Battery on, APU on, right engine crank. Turn on the MFDs. Turn on the lights. And where are the lights on this side? There we go. Flaps to auto to start with. We're just about ready to turn on our right engine. Okay, cool. Wait until that's finished cranking. Turn on the oxygen. Set nav to ground. Set radar to operational. Okay, rudder's working fine. What can I do now? I don't think I can do it. Oh, I could maybe... I need to wait for the power to come on. Oh, maybe the altimeter works without. The altimeter does work without power. Okay, turn that... Get that calibrated. That's probably about right for being on a carrier. Uncage the artificial horizon. Excellent. Good, good, good. Everything should be turning on. Forgot to do the HUD. There we go. Right, reset FCS. Let's get our FCS up here. Perfect. Let's get our bit tests going. This will test the flight control surfaces. They should start moving around. Oh, we need to put our wings down. It's a little bit necessary. I think, yeah, the test still works with those going as they're going, so that's fine. We'll take the brake off. We need to turn on the left engine. And we may as well close the cockpit. Now, I might not have turned the bleed on. Whoops. And... Right. Let's give some beans to the left engine. Sweet, that's all starting up nicely. Loadout. I didn't do loadout. Right. We've got air-to-air targets, so... Let's get our sidewinders on. That's heat seekers. Actually, we can put bombs on this. Let's put bombs on them. Big bombs. More big bombs. AIM-120Cs, long-range air-to-air. A fuel tank in case we don't have a chance to refuel. Big bombs again. Mark 83s, Mark 83s, perfect. Okay, that's good. Let's get the guys to remove the wheel chocks. Lovely. What else do we need to do? We need to wait until we're rearmed so that we can do our takeoff trim, so I'll save that. I did click on that already, didn't I? I did. Okay, so we'll just wait now. In the meantime, we can set our waypoints up, so we need to go to waypoint 1 first. That's where the aerial targets are. Is there anything else we can do? Oh, we need to turn on our RWR. There we go, in case anybody locks onto us. Wheel chocks removed, rearming complete. Let me just double check. Yep, I can see bombs. I can see bombs. Okay, now we can do our takeoff trim. Excellent, and we're good to go. So let's throttle up and go over to the shuttle, which is what will catapult us off the boat. Since we are taking off from a carrier, I should try and remember to put my flaps to full, I think. Yeah, no flaps is not the best idea when under high load. A little bit of toe brake. That's probably good. Right, flaps to full. Launch bar down. Press U to mount up. We are on. That was pretty good parking, if I do say so myself. Steam is going. Let's go. Now, while we're doing this, we don't have to touch the controls, so we can quite happily just turn the radar on. Switch to air-to-air mode. Well, need to put my gear and flaps up first. There we go. Definitely don't need that as a weapon. Not yet, anyway. Long-range missiles first. And radar. Okay, we are scanning. Waypoint 1 is already plotted in, so we've got our little rectangular bar here. Let's turn onto heading. Let's see, right, that was a 5-minute takeoff. We've got to take these guys down. I've pretty much got 5 minutes to do every task. It's not going to work, is it? Let's see how we go. It's going to have to burn the whole way. I feel like I should be able to see them on radar. Oh, there they are. Let's lock one up. Excellent. As soon as I'm in range, I'm going to loose this one. This will be a Fox 3, I think. Yes, it means it uses the mothership radar to guide in some of the way there, and then it goes pitbull and uses its own onboard radar, so let's get ready for this. We just need to wait for the range pip here. No, we've slowed right down. Shouldn't have slowed down. So this range pip needs to come in to within this range to fire, within this range to be lethal, and this was the minimum range, so we need to try and make sure we don't get any closer than that. He is actually... I know we are gaining on him, so this is his range, 11 miles. 350 knot closure. We want to give the missile as much chance of hitting as possible, so we kind of want to be high and fast. So I've gone full afterburner here. There's a good chance he's going to evade this, given the direction he's heading. Everything's going to start screaming at me to start shooting soon. I mean, I could give it a go. I've got 2 more targets to take out. Maybe I should. Don't have much time. Okay, let's fire. So it's... oh wait, it's activated straight away. We're already within range, so I can switch target now. I see 2 more targets. Let's lock the next one up. That one's ready as well. Let's fire. Fox 3. Oh, one of them got damaged. Oh, what's happened to this guy? Oh, he's gone off to the other target. He went pitbull on the wrong target, I think. Or did he go after chaff? He might have gone after chaff. Right, we need to switch to... no, not guns. Oh, I lost a lock. Come on, where you at? There we go. This is the heat seeker. Should see him flaring in a second. Whoa, look at him. Oh, he's hit. What happened? Okay, he's down, but he's not out. So we're currently just using the nose of the missile to track this guy. Got tone, firing. That's a Fox 2. Whoa, splash 1. Right, the other guys might have run away. And I've spent 4 minutes shooting down air targets, so this might be enough air target practice for now. Yep, right. Forget those guys, time to go air to ground. And let's move to our next waypoint. So waypoint 2 should set us up for the attack run. Excellent. Well, we've used a lot of fuel. Probably need to slow down a little bit. Getting a little bit excited. Got 21 minutes on the mission clock to go. So we are 1 mile out. So let's switch to waypoint 3. And turn in. So that's 13 miles to waypoint 3. Okay, very good. While we're getting there, I need to trim out the fact that we've lost a different number of missiles, so the weight is not evenly distributed. Cool, that's good. Right, we need to select these bombs. Cool, we've got quite a lot of bombs. Let's set the program. So first off, mechanical fuse, nose, UFC. So we want the quantity. Let's drop 4 in a go, 1 at a time. 4 quantity. 1 multiples, intervals. I think these guys are at 130 feet spacing. I'm fairly certain that's standard for DSC spawning. DCS spawning? DSC. Right, we are 8 miles out from the waypoint. It means they're going to be in this field somewhere. We should be in CCIP mode, which we are. So that's the continuously computed impact point, as far as I know. So that's what gives us this line on the ground. Well, we've got a vertical line here. And we should have a cross, yes. So that's, we have to line that up with the targets as soon as we can see them. I think I can see them already. I think that's them down there. And they are in a nice line, so I'm going to try and actually come around to the right. And then come around to the left, see if I can actually get them all in one go, and then I might stand a chance of completing this mission on time. Where have they gone? There they are. Looking good. So if I line this cross up on the first guy, come on, come on, come on, come on, that's it, and then start pitching down until that cross reaches the end of the line. Come on, come on. Wait, they're dud. Why are they dud? So I was too low. Wow, okay. I thought I was higher than that. We changed that. Okay, so it came up saying dud down here, which basically means if I drop the bombs, they weren't going to blow up. I guess it's because they're big bombs. These are really designed for taking out buildings, not tanks. I should probably be using some kind of cluster munition or something with heat warheads, but never mind. Right, so I still see them down there. I'm just gonna keep coming across this way a little bit, and then I'll do a full turn left. Try and line back up on them, and this time I'll try and maintain a decent altitude. Because I did get reasonably low. Let my airspeed drop quite a bit there, that was a bit of a mistake. That might also be partly why it went dud. I knew I wasn't going to clear the blast zone by the time they landed. Well, I have kind of lost the targets, but at least the waypoint's going to be pointing at them. I do love the wing effects on this thing as you turn, it's great. Right, okay, where are we at? So what on earth is going on? Do I see them? Oh yes, I'm directly lined up. Amazing. Right, let's get the cross on them. Line it up, and drop. Okay, that's 4 bombs away. Yes, 1 from each pylon. Time to turn away. And up. And if we look back, should be able to... Oh! Boom, 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 boom! What did I get? I might have only got 1 BTR. Oh, that's a shame. That was close though. Well, I've got 1 more run. Oh no, I got 2. I got 2 BTRs. Okay, so I've got 1 more run, then a mid-air refuel. I've got 16 minutes on the clock, so I've got 1 minute to do this run, and then 5 minutes to refuel, and then 10 minutes to land. Let's see what we can do. This is obviously how the Real Air Force conduct their training missions. They always put them on a mission clock. It's definitely nothing to do with the fact that I've got to get something out of the oven. Okay, so I should be roughly on target here. They went off to the left, didn't they? They did. Oh, and they're in a line. Line them up, line them up, line them up, line them up. Oh, it's not quite right. I'll have to split the difference. And release. This bomb's away. We are now Winchester on bombs. Hey! I might have got them all. Oh no, that guy survived. Okay. Well, 3 out of 4 is not bad. Okay. Now, we've used not a massive amount of fuel, but enough that we can refuel, for sure. So, what do I need to do? Tanker is on TACAN frequency 3x. Let me just go to the stick for a moment. So we need to TACAN. We need to be on transmit receive so we can get range and heading, not just heading. We'll be on channel 3x, so let's enter that. And we need to turn it on and put it on air-to-air mode because we are indeed going for an air target. We need to turn off waypoint navigation and turn on TACAN navigation. And this should now point, there we go, 16.8. Where are we at? Here we go. Let me turn this text off. There we go. So he is in this direction. He's 16 nautical miles away. Doesn't give us any closing speed information, but I can see him there on the radar. So on the radar? I mean, if my eyes are radars, then sure. I probably can also see him on the radar. Oh no, I won't because I'm only at 5 miles, 10 miles, 20. There he is. There he is on the radar. We should silence this because, in theory, we could cook the people inside the plane if we kept that on. Well, at least that's what they tell you, I think. So we'll turn it off for now. We don't need the radar anymore. We do, however, need to tell them that we're coming to refuel. So let's get in contact. So tanker, these ARCO on 253, intent to refuel. You should tell us his altitude, which I'm guessing is about 13,000 feet. Oh, there we go. Let's get there as fast as we can. We will almost certainly overshoot and have to do some funny manoeuvres. Let's get the fuel display up. So firstly we can see our fuel down here. We can see that our total is 3820 and our internal is 3800 as we're ticking down. So we don't have any in the outboard tank anymore, which is to be expected. Let me just air brake this and do a high G manoeuvre. All the drag. Oh, lovely. I'm still catching him. Okay. How fast is he going? So really we should form up on him on the right hand side and then trim ourselves out and then come in for the connection. But I don't have time for that, so I'm just going to wing it. But what I do want to see on here is the fuel. There we go. So that's our outboard tank there with 0 in it. This is our internal tanks. Our bingo level is set to 0. I don't think that's very sensible, but I'm fine with that. You normally set that to a value so that you've got enough time to get home, or to a refueler, either or. So let's extend our fuel probe. There it is, coming out the nose. And let's try and catch up. It looks like he's doing somewhere between 260 and 265. So yeah, we're definitely gaining, doing 270. If you ever want to try this yourself, you'll need a very good joystick that's nice and sensitive, like this one. And you'll need a very good throttle that's nice and smooth, also like this one. You can do a little bit of jiggery-pokery with the tuning of the axis in this game, but it's just better to have good hardware, I think. Right, well, I think I'm close enough to be ready pre-contact. See if he extends for me. There we go, so there we go, here comes the basket. How am I doing on the clock? I've got 11 minutes, right. Refueling, I might not do a full refuel. I'm going a little bit quicker than I would normally go. So you know I've got 11 minutes on the countdown timer. don't want this to take any more than 5 minutes. There we go. Oh, well, I'm not going that fast, don't worry. Stop panicking, honestly. This refueler could do with being a little bit braver. Oh! Too far. See, he's like break away, break away, break away, but I'm like... I'm falling out your basket, mate. We do need to back off a little bit though, we're quite close. Alright, 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 alright. Come on, I'm in a hurry. Fuel faster. I'm just going to try and line the side of my cockpit up against the door there. And try and keep the pod slightly off to the right of the HUD. There we go, pretty much about here. This is like kind of safe positioning. The Russian version of the tanker has much better pods on it. It actually tells you if you're like getting closer or getting further away. This one just has a green light to say everything's cool, but it doesn't tell you when things might be going nearly wrong. Anyway, how are we doing on fuel? So we're up to 9,500 total, only 9,100 internal, which means some of it's going into the tank, the outboard tank. I'm actually going to drop the outboard tank as soon as we detach, so this is really just here for practice. I'm down to 9 minutes on the clock, so I've been out of this for 2 minutes now. Come on. Probably one of the fastest multi-role flights in the history of DCS. And nothing's gone catastrophically wrong. Like, I've left one air target in the air, I've left one ground target on the ground. The refueling was not super smooth, but you know what, it's not going too badly. Means there's lots of pressure on the carrier landing. Oh, it's flashing, that means we're pretty much done, so we can start backing away. He's about to tell me that I'm full. I think. Any moment now. The fuel's still coming in. Just finishing off the tank. Wow, the tank can hold quite a lot. Oh, he's just started his turn. Gotta watch out for that. Transfer complete, there we go. Right, throttle back and pull off to the left so the guys can come in from the right if there was anybody else. Sadly there isn't. Okay, bye bye Mr. Tanker. Fuel probe away. Right, we're over the sea, so it's perfectly safe to jettison the tank. So, master arm needs to be on, which it is. We need to select the central tank, we need to rotate this to stores, and we need to jettison. There goes the tank. Computer got a bit scared there because the weight changed quite dramatically, but that's not too bad. Right, good. Now, landing on the carrier. So the carrier is on... Actually, first off, am I trimmed okay? I'm trimmed okay. Right, carrier is on a different TACAN frequency, so he is on 8x, and he's not air-to-air. So let's enter that. There we go, so we've got arranged the boat, we've got a bearing. I think his heading is 230. If we set this to 230, but then so that's the way the front of the boat's pointing, but the runway is off to the left slightly by about 15 degrees, maybe 20 degrees. So we should probably want this to be on 210. Let's give that a shot. Okay, let's go find our carrier. Where you at, boat? Where you at? No, seriously, where are you at? What happened to the... We've got a range, but I don't have a heading. What? Something's gone a bit funky. I can see it on the map. But there should be a little rectangle on my screen. In fact, there should be all sorts of things on my screen. Let's try just turning this off and on. Okay. I mean, the boat's over here. Right. Fine. Was it the course select that it didn't like? That should be fine. Oh yeah, it was. That's interesting. Also, it's because I'm the wrong side of the course heading. There's the boat down there. We are going the wrong way. Really, we should fly across it from the back to the front. And then do a carrier brake to slow down. Ready for landing. However, I'm in a big hurry, so I'm just going to cheat. I'm going to air brake, go do some maneuvers, bleed lots of speed. As soon as I get down to 250, I'm going to deploy the hook, the gear, and the flaps. Oh, judder, 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 judder. There we go, 250. That is not how you do this, ladies and gentlemen. Full flaps, gear down, hook down. Sorry, I should have been clicking the stuff rather than using the keyboard. I'm still going to air brake all the way in. Now you see we've got our course line on the HUD there. If we fly over to that. Oh, this is not going to be a good landing. I'm going far too fast. There we go, flying over to the course line. Now line it up. It doesn't look quite right to me, but it'll do. So we need to reduce speed because we're not on speed AOA. So we're supposed to have the flight indicator level with the middle of the little E here. Okay, there we go. More power, please. Normally you would trim it out, but I'm just winging it. We're going to hit the carrier. More power, thank you. And touchdown. Oh, bolter. Okay, that was a bit too optimistic. I've got 4 minutes for a go around. Let's go. Don't want to exceed 250. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We can go a little bit quicker than 250. Just because it says 250 doesn't really mean 250. The course select isn't quite right. I think I need to bring that across a little. Actually, the direction was right. It was just slightly off-center. Nothing we can do about that. It rotates around the middle of the boat rather than the runway itself. Probably don't want to exceed 300 with the flaps down and the gear up. This game will eventually break. Right, let's see if we can actually do the AOA properly. So we trim it. So we're trimming up, and we're... Whoa, what just happened there? Trimming up and slowing down. I'm going to start a turn as well. So when you're at your on-speed AOA, you can basically control your rate of descent or climb just using the throttle, and you don't have to, or you shouldn't, change the pitch at all, because the on-speed AOA is basically controlling your pitch, which is to say, when you're at this angle, the plane is quite happy floating at like 5 degrees nose up, or even a little bit more. So all you're trying to control is where the aircraft is falling, which is effectively what we're doing. So the nose is up in the sky at like almost 10 degrees, and we are pretty much falling. And you put yourself in the on-speed AOA just by using trim. I also need to trim right a bit. Oh god, no, I need to trim left a bit. Whoa, I over-trimmed. More speed, more speed. We are way too low. This is a very dangerous landing. You'd definitely wave this one off if I didn't have 2 minutes to go. In fact, this is it. I have to touch this down. Oh, that's such a dodgy angle. Everything is wrong with this landing. Oh, I need to put it on the deck, though. No, it's game over. Oh, rip. Oh, really? Just about. I was in two minds as to whether I wanted to bolter and go around or just put it in the sea. Ah, this is not good. I've got 2 minutes. Do I have time to do this again? I don't know that I do. Oh, I'm panicking. I'm panicking. 1 minute 49 on the clock. I mean, a real Navy pilot probably wouldn't have any problem putting this down in that time, but I am not a real Navy pilot. I'm not a pilot. I've only put like probably 20 hours into this game. Go for a tight turn. Oh, we're going far too fast. I'm going to walk her in myself. I'm not even going to think about the AOA. I'm just going to try and put the flight marker roughly where I want it to go on the wire and hope that it catches. 1 minute 5 seconds. Oh, it's going to be really tight. Now the advantage of landing fast is that you do have more control. The disadvantage, of course, is that you might just explode when you touch the deck. We're not too fast. We are going too low now, though. Right, so I'm forgetting about the AOA. I'm just going to try and get the flight path indicator onto the wires because I've got 30 seconds. And if this doesn't happen, I'm going into the sea. Or the front of the boat by the looks of things. Or the back of the boat even. Come on, nose down, less power. Yes! Great success. 15 seconds to go, ladies and gentlemen. We are down. Right, stopping that timer. That's gone in. Yes, hook up. Let's just get off the runway as quick as possible. Not quite that quick. This is pretty quick. You don't normally move around this quick on a carrier deck. And turn, 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 turn. And park. Okay, and brake on, and wings folding, and all the lights off, all the cockpit open. Nice, everything's working. We can turn the displays off. Bye bye display, bye bye display. Mission accomplished. Everything went very well. I'm very happy. Why isn't that turning? That knob should be turning. There we go. Turn these off. Excellent. Turn the formation lights off. And now we can shut down the engines. Shift end, Alt end, and turn the battery off. Oh, well, good job everybody. I can't believe we actually managed to do that in that amount of time. Hope you enjoyed it. I will do more DCS, and I'll hopefully be flying with Matty and Bonkers and Boris, maybe even Super BJ. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.